Hey, today was the last module in our key sales skills course. This is my favorite part of the whole program. This is where I make real live prospecting calls to data that the delegates of the course have given us. So this is to businesses they would like to do work with, and I phone these businesses up and we talk with gatekeepers, we get to decision makers, and we try and push them down the sales funnel. Out of the 10 calls that I made today, we managed to land 2 meetings. One is a Zoom meeting with 2 extra decision makers in that process, some more stakeholders to move that sale further forward. And the other is a booked in online demo where we've really qualified this business in to make sure that they're a good, strong lead, and we've pushed it down that sales pipeline. Why I really enjoy this isn't to show off, isn't to show that all these amazing skills work. One of my favorite parts of this is how squeamish the audience is. It's incredible that I'm the one making the calls, yet everybody watching is terrified. There's a palpable nervous energy on the Zoom call. People said they wanted to turn the webcam off, they didn't want to listen, they couldn't cope, they were biting their fingernails. It's me making the calls. But what this shows is how far outside your comfort zone making sales calls is for a lot of people. They can't even witness it. One person said it was like watching the new Borat movie while sat with their children. That would be a really uncomfortable experience for anybody who's seen it. So there's 2 big principles that came off the back of today, other than the fact people were amazed at how welcoming people were to the calls, because when you do a sales call right, people are really nice to you, they welcome you. But the 2 big principles that stood out to people from the feedback we've got is, number 1, don't do the brochure pitch. It's amazing how people have now changed their sales call. What I mean by the brochure pitch is that about us page phone call. Hi, my name is, and I'd like to talk to you about me. Nobody gives a shit. I'm sorry. Right now, everybody's concerned about them. Make the call of value to the day. Make it about them. Why are you calling them specifically? What do you know about them? How are you going to engage them? Stop reading a brochure down the phone to people. And the second part was how relaxed I was doing this. Now, a lot of this comes from experience, but there's a good reasoning behind this. There's good psychology behind this. It's called the familiarity principle. We not only begin to not fear the familiar, we start to have an emotional connection with it. We start to have feelings for it. We start to love it. You may know people in a bad relationship and you wonder why they're in that relationship still, but they've been in it for a long time, and that familiarity you have with somebody can be disguised as a feeling of love or like or desire or what have you. If you do the thing you fear, that fear will disappear. You can't do a bit of sales. It doesn't work. How many of you right now know that tomorrow you should do some sales calls, or this week you should have done some sales calls, but what have you done instead? Emptied the dishwasher, fed the cat, took up knitting, found some admin that has to be done because we fear it. But if we do it, the thing we fear disappears, and you've got to get it in the muscle. You've got to do it repeatedly. Sales is a process. It's not a one-off event. So stop talking about you. Make the call valuable. Make it part of your process, not just a one-off event. And suddenly that thing you fear will disappear. If you want more skills on it, if you want to learn how to do it properly, and you want to watch me call your data, our next key sales skills course is on the 8th of December. It's 4 one-hour modules spread over 2 weeks, live via Zoom. We cover opening sales calls with impact, how to handle these sales objections you're getting, how to create a 3D sales call using stories and social proof. And our last module is where we look at using Zoom to sell. A lot of new skills and techniques in there for people. And then we top it off by making live sales calls to data that you send us right in front of you to demonstrate what we preach really works, and you could even get a meeting or a sale out of it. So there's a link round here somewhere if you want to book onto that. Tickets go on sale this Saturday morning. Hope everybody's safe, stay well, hit those targets, keep buying those shoes. Cheers everyone.